Good morning. Welcome to a class on correction of sentences in relation to redundancy. This is the last session on correction of sentences. It's a part of language component in the syllabus of English language for the 4th semester BCom and BBA course under the CBCS scheme in Mysore University. In this session, we will discuss on introduction to redundancy and correction of sentences in relation to redundancy. Let us understand the meaning of redundancy. Redundancy literally means an act or instance of needless repetition. That means the use of two or more words that say same thing. So, redundancies are unnecessary repetitious words in a sentence that we use while speaking or writing. So, in order to be clear and meaningful in our statements, we need to be cautious of redundancies because it makes our communication longer and ambiguous. Sometimes even it harms the structure of the sentence that we use. On the contrary, avoiding redundancies help to write clearly, accurately and professionally as well. It improves the readability by making the sentences more simple and direct. So, redundancy is the needless repetition of words, phrases and paragraphs or ideas. If I put the same thing in other words, redundancy in grammar means conveying the same meaning twice in a sentence. It is a needless use of words, expressions, phrases and ideas in sentences. See, in our day-to-day language, we are prone to use redundancies as habitual usages. So, based on this, we have few common types of redundancies like pleonasm, abbreviation, double negatives, and intensifiers, etc. Here, we need to keep one thing in mind that such habitual practices of redundancies should be avoided to learn the right use of English language. Let us understand their meaning one by one through example. Pleonasm. Pleonasm means the use of more words or phrase than are necessary to convey meaning in a sentence. Example, I saw everything with my own eyes. I saw everything. So, here with my own eyes are the unnecessary or the needless words used in the sentence. So, we need to learn to avoid the needless use of pleonasm in sentences. The second one is use of abbreviations. We use abbreviations instead of a word or a clause. That means it is the short form of a word or a clause. It is used to make the sentence more simple and direct one. So, example, she has a CPU unit. She has a CPU. Here, the full form of CPU is Central Processing Unit. So, the very full form of CPU has the word unit. The letter U refers to unit. So, using the word unit is a needless one or an unnecessary one. So, what we need to learn is that we must be very cautious while using the abbreviations in sentences. Next one is the use of double negatives. Double negatives are used to highlight certain ideas or irony in a sentence. But what nowadays we are tend or we are prone to use them very often in our normal communications as well. Example, I didn't see nothing. Here and I didn't see. Here the words didn't and nothing both are the negative words conveying nothing or not anything, referring to not anything. So it is needless to use the word nothing in the same sentence. So what we need to learn is we should avoid using such double negatives even in our normal communications. The next or the last one is intensifiers. Intensifiers are those kinds of words which are used to highlight or to stress something in a sentence. The words like really, extremely, severely, etc. But we often use them in sentences unnecessarily. Example, I felt extremely sorry for her. I felt sorry for her. I felt extremely sorry for her. Here, extremely is stressing nothing or is highlighting nothing in the sentence. So it is unnecessary to use such intensifiers in normal communications. So what we need to learn is that we should avoid the use of such intensifiers in sentences. Like intensifiers, we have few more kinds of redundancies that we need to avoid or that are needless to use, like euphemisms. Euphemisms are the remarks or the statements used to stress or highlight the moral in a sentence. But nowadays we are prone to use it in our normal communications as well. So such euphemisms must be avoided in our normal communications. Next one is platitudes and cliches. Platitudes and cliches are the phrases or opinions that are overused. They have been overused to such an extent that they have lost their original meaning or the importance or the value of thought. So we should avoid use such kinds of platitudes and cliches in our normal communications. And lastly is the plague words. Plague words are the extra unnecessary words because they add nothing to the sentence or to the meaning of the sentence or to the information of a sentence. Unnecessarily we use few such words or phrases in sentences where they communicate, where they add nothing to the meaning of a sentence. Instead of it, it make merely the more ambiguous the sentence. So one should avoid using such plague words. So far we have discussed briefly on redundancies and its meaning and its kinds. Now let's look into the correction of sentences related to the redundancies. Here keep one thing in mind, that all the examples are, because there are several examples. In each examples there are two sentences. The first sentence has been after the first sentence in the bracket it has been written incorrect, and after the second sentence it has been written correct. It doesn't mean that they are grammatically wrong. All the sentences are almost right grammatically. Here we have mentioned it as incorrect, only based on the usage of redundancy. So let's look into them one by one. The first one is she is not unattractive. She is unattractive. The second one is the correct one because here we have used two double negatives, not and un. So it's not necessary to use the word not. So it is enough to say she is unattractive. So the second one is the correct one. The next example, he is suffering from HIV virus. He is suffering from HIV. The second one is the correct one because the abbreviation HIV, human immunodeficiency viruses, that letter V refers to virus. So there is no need for us to repeat the word virus. So he is suffering from HIV is the correct one. The next example, let us draw from ATM machine. Let us draw from ATM is the correct one because here the full form of ATM is automated teller machine. So the machine word is already there in the abbreviation that has been referred by the letter M. So using the machine word is an unnecessary one. That's why let us draw from ATM is the correct one. Next example, we will meet at 8 a.m. in the morning. We will meet at 8 a.m. The second one is the correct one because AM and the word in the morning refers the same meaning. So it's not necessary to use the words in the morning in the sentence. That's why he will meet at 8 a.m. is the correct one. The next example, he has a very strict teacher. The second one is he has a strict teacher. So he has a strict teacher is the correct one because the word very doesn't add or highlight anything an irony in the sentence. So it is the needless usage of the word very in the sentence. So he has a strict teacher is the correct one. The next example, I will return back in an hour. I will return in an hour. The second sentence is the correct one because back and return refers to the same meaning, coming back. So it is useless to use the two words conveying the same meaning. So we have to retain one. So we have retained return and we have removed back. So I will return in an hour is the correct one. Next example, an unknown stranger stole my bag. A stranger stole my bag. So here the second sentence is the correct one because unknown and stranger, both the words refers to the meaning of outsider or someone alien. So there is no need for us to use the two words conveying the same meaning. So we need to retain one and we need to remove one. So we have retained stranger and we have removed unknown. So a stranger stole my bag is the correct one. The next example, I am enclosing here with my biodata. I am enclosing my biodata. The second one is the correct one because enclose and here with refers to the meaning with this document. That means we are using two words to convey two words conveying the same meaning. So here also we have to retain one and we have to remove the another needless one. So I am enclosing my biodata is the correct one. The next example is, could you repeat that again please? Could you repeat that please. So here also we are using the two words repeat and again conveys the same meaning. So it is needless to use again in the sentence, and repeat suits well to the sentence. So I am returning repeat, and could you repeat that please is the correct one. Next example is, do you have any cash money? Do you have any cash? Here also cash money, both the words conveys the meaning to, or it refers to currency. So both are conveying the same meaning. So we need to return anyone. So do you have any cash is the right one. The next one is, your dress is very unique. Your dress is very unique. So of course there is a wrong, your dress is unique, that's enough. So of course in the PPT there is a wrong one. The second sentence should be, your dress is unique. So keep that, correct it, correct that sentence. Your dress is unique, that is the right sentence. Here also the very and unique, there is no need for us to use the word very before the words like unique, and the use of the word very is an unnecessary one. So your dress is unique is the correct answer. Please note one thing, in the PPT both the sentences are same. The second sentence should have been, your dress is unique. And the last example is, he gave me a free gift. He gave me a gift. So here the second sentence is the correct one, because the very word gift has the inclusive meaning of free, because gifts will be always free. So here I am returning the word gift instead of free. So he gave me a gift is the correct one. I think we have so far we have understood the meaning of redundancy and common types of redundancy, and the redundential usages in the sentences, and how to avoid them through the examples. So I think I hope you have understood this. So thank you.